Around. You are live.
Are we live?
It says so.
Hello, everybody.
Lori and In the Kitchen with Karen's on.
Hey, Lori. So awesome. You went live yesterday, spur of the moment, and you got that awesome major. Congrats, girl.
I'm trying to go on the YouTube channel.
Hey, Madwood Barbecue, welcome. Hello, Connie Emery. How are you? Michelle Bell. Hey, girl.
Madwood Barbecue.
The rabbit. Hi. Hello. Welcome.
Who's a rabbit?
Andrew Simple Cooking. Hi, Andrew.
You're going to turn your volume down.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Risa. Hey, girl. Hey, Gambling Granny. Thanks for coming in.
Andrew Simple Cooking.
I said hi to Andrew.
Okay. Michelle Bella.
Jacqueline at Stay Positive. Hey, girl. Bowl full of pancakes. Hey. Oh, wow, there's 16 people here. Okay.
Okay. It's time.
All right. We are not going to be beating around the bush. We're just going to get to it.
Why do you have my schedule on the fridge?
Oh. I have Chris's work schedule on the fridge.
Why'd you put it over there?
I don't know. Okay, you guys. So today we are going to be making the winner of the soup poll, which was clam chowder. Now, it was really super close between clam chowder, French onion soup, and broccoli cheddar.
To the Mrs. Cast Iron?
Oh, Mrs. Hey, Teresa. So it was super close. This one got 13 votes, and I think the other two got 12. So it was super close. And a lot of you voted for more than one. So I had to pick your first choice. So, anywho, today I'm going to be making the recipe from my favorite cookbook. Now, if I only had one cookbook to choose from, Chris has his phone on. It would be this one. It's called The New Best Recipe, and it's from the people from Cooks Illustrated. If you guys have ever seen that show, it's my favorite cooking show. They test every recipe in here a minimum of 5 times. So everything I've made from this comes out so good. So I am taking the recipe of their clam chowder, and I kind of put my own little twist on it because, you know, we all do that, right? And then just to let you know, some of you may know, but most of you don't, I actually wrote a cookbook, but this was 15 years ago when I was hired to make some recipes for a gourmet olive oil and vinegar company. So I have a bunch of recipes in here now. It's out of print now, so you can't buy it. But I'm going to start making some recipes out of here for my next videos because I have some really good ones in here I think you guys are going to like. So with that being said, who else do we have?
Normatic Rat Pack.
Oh, okay. Hello. Nice to have you in here.
Stay Positive.
Yeah, I said hi to her.
Michelle Bell.
Uh-huh.
Recipes with Risa.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Lucky Dog.
Jason. Brandon. Hello.
David Streetman.
Hi, David. So the first thing we need to do for our clam chowder is to saute up some bacon. So we're just going to take 5 slices of bacon, and I'm going to cut it in like a small dice. And I am already pre-apologizing for my little burner I have here because a lot of times it does not get super hot. So I already have it, like, it's been warming for quite a while. So hopefully it is going to cooperate. So it's so funny, you guys, today, when you know, it's like sunny and 80 degrees here, and I'm making soup. All the other days it was raining and cold, but it's okay. I know where a lot of you live, it's still cold and snowy, and I hope you guys if you're living in a snowy place, I hope you're warming up. And I know Texas was just having a real bad time. I have some friends that live there, and their water pipes froze, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Anybody else new come in?
I don't know. I think just
You'll have to excuse Chris. He just woke up. He's working nights this week, so.
Coca Kitchen.
Oh,
Ever heard
hi,
of that?
Coca Kitchen.
Nomadic Rat Pack. I think I said that.
Yeah.
Mara Jalang. I can't pronounce.
Okay. Hi. So we are just gonna let this saute. It's gonna take 2 to 3 minutes, hopefully. This burner cooperates.
TCG fam.
Hey Tiffany, thanks for coming in.
Bowl full of pancakes.
Yeah, I said hi to
Oh. Paula Street.
From Paula? Hey Paula.
Yeah.
So some of the other ingredients that we're going to be using for our soup are bottled clam juice, some potatoes. I'm using the yellow Yukon Gold potatoes as well as the red ones. I kind of like a combo, but you can just use all of one or the other.
Susan's Russian Feast.
Susan, hey girl.
Cypress Insight. I might be saying.
We're going to be using some bay leaves, some dry sherry, some flour, onion, celery, and some fresh thyme, and some heavy cream, of course, because it wouldn't be clam chowder without that, right? So it's a fairly simple recipe that they have in the cookbook. I've seen other ones that are really complicated and.
Ariel Viking.
What?
Ariel Viking?
Hi, Ariella. I think it's the middle of the night there. She lives in Australia.
Oh, wow. Joanne
Willoughby.
Willoughby,
Hi,
yeah.
Joanne. Do you have your glasses on? No.
Treywick Made Home.
Oh, hey, Allie. Thanks for coming in. You guys, a lot of these people in my chat have channels, so please go and check them out. They all have great content and recipes.
Did I ever say Ariella Viking Venture? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's like the next day in Australia now, so it's very confusing.
James Airy.
James Airy, hey! He also has a great channel if you want to check him out. He lives in New Orleans, so he always posts videos about all these great restaurants that he visits, and he plays at the Harris Casino there and shows all this great slot machine wins. So he is totally awesome. So,
Joyce Harp. Gambling Granny.
Yeah. I said hi to Gambling
How about
Granny.
Joyce Harp?
Oh, hi, Joyce.
RIFMK. Griff MK.
The family vlogs.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I wish I could see and cook at the same time, you guys. I don't know how you do it. Okay, this is looking good, you guys. I would say just like another couple minutes. Okay, now I want to show you the clam situation.
We have 31 people.
Awesome. Okay. Now, if you really want to be a purist, you can go buy about 5 pounds, 6 pounds of like whole clams and steam them and shuck them and do all that yourself. And I was going to do that, but when I went to the store, most of them didn't even have fresh clams. And if they did, it was going to be like $40 to get these clams. So I was just like, no, I'm not going to do that. So in the recipe, it says the next best thing is if you can get frozen fresh clams, which I happen to find at my store. They look like this, and they do have some of the juice already in there. And if you can't find these at your store, you can just get the canned minced clams. Now, the recipe says Snow brand clams is the best one. And I've seen that in all of my stores, so it's readily available. And this is a 11-ounce package. So it's equal to approximately 4 cans of clams. Because when you get the small cans of clams, half of it is liquid and the other half is the clams. So this is all basically just pure clams. So this is what I got to use. And then they are a little bit bigger pieces than what you would find in a can. So I just took them and chopped them up a little so you're not biting into like a giant piece. So I just wanted to show you those.
Rose is away.
Hi, Rose. Thanks for coming in. I hope everyone's having a good day today. It's so beautiful here, you guys. Yesterday and today, it's been in the high 70s. So it already feels like spring, even though I know it's not. It's just teasing us because it's just February. And also what I did beforehand was I already pre-baked some bacon to sprinkle over the top of the chowder. So all this bacon is just going to be used for the soup. Now, if for some reason you guys don't like bacon, which I don't know many people who don't, you can leave it out, but it's not going to give the same flavor. So if you don't want to use bacon, you would just need to add butter to use for the fat that we're going to make the roux with. Okay, put this back in.
Melly loves slots.
Hi, Melly. Thanks for coming in.
Todd Autry? I don't think
Oh, Todd. Hi, Todd. So what is everyone having for dinner tonight? Put that in the comments. Now I'm going to be bringing most of this soup to my friend Sandy. I think I told you guys last week she is battling cancer. So if you guys could keep her in your prayers, that would be awesome. And her favorite soup is clam chowder. So I'm bringing her over this for her dinner tonight.
Somebody's making homemade pizza.
Ooh,
Trey Wick made home.
Nice.
Making homemade pizza.
Homemade pizza. Does anybody have one of those outside pizza ovens? I really want to get one of those. Hopefully, when we move in a couple months, Chris will get me one.
Mrs. Sonia Lane's having hamburgers and fries.
Hey, Sonia.
Sundays is hardest.
You guys check out Sonia Elaine's channel. She has the best recipes, and she just posted the cutest short, you guys. It is a cotton candy teddy bear. Her husband made it. Their kids have like a little cotton candy maker, and he made this most adorable bear out of cotton candy. He's a chef. And I think it almost got like 1,000 views, right, Sonia?
Lori Luckbox said she's making clam chowder.
Lori, are you really making clam chowder, girl? That would be funny if she was. Lori has the slot machine channel, but she's also a really good cook. Right, Lori? We always chat about food when we're talking on the phone. We always gravitate towards food.
Blue collar slots.
Hi, welcome, Matthew. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'd say like another 30 seconds. Now, if I was on my regular cooktop, this would be done, but I don't want to have my back towards you.
Lori said she's not making it, she's just eating it.
Oh, okay,
she's on
Lori.
the road.
Okay, nice. Yes, Lori is always on the road. She is like a professional slot machine player. So now, while that's almost done, we are going to take 2 small stalks of celery, and we're just going to finely dice those up. Sorry about the noise. Okay, and then, oh, I forgot I had my chopper. I was going to show you my chopper. And then we're going to take a medium to large onion and chop that up. Okay, this thing goes from like super low to burning. So this is a really cool chopper, you guys. It's called the Swiss Pros, but it's kind of a knockoff of a brand called Xylus, which also makes one. But it works great. It just has this little blade in there, and it's nice because you don't have to plug anything in, or if you don't want to chop it with a knife, because you know how sometimes onions make you cry, right? Oops. Now I apologize. I am on my table here, and it does not work well. So see, you just pull this little lever, and you can make it as fine as you like, but you want them pretty fine, like that. So this looks good. So now I'm going to add these onions to there, and our celery. And now the bacon left a little bit of pieces at the bottom, kind of like dark pieces, but when you add the vegetables, it's going to lift up all those pieces from the bottom. Anybody else coming in, honey?
Looks like the same people.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Smart kids and moms.
Okay, hi, welcome.
Sweet, savory, gluten-free. And all of a sudden, new people just...
You're right. I know. That's the thing.
I think it said Madwood Barbecue, right?
What?
Madwood Barbecue?
Yeah, I said hi to Madwood Barbecue. Hey. Now, this was a pretty large onion, so I think I'm just going to use like 3/4 of it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I normally, when I eat clam chowder, Chris buys me like the Campbell's canned clam chowder. It's not that good. This is so much better. Now, don't get me wrong, I will eat it, but this is like 10 times better. Okay. So we have our onions and our celery in there.
James Avery said, thought of you while eating red velvet pancakes. So
Oh, that sounds heavenly, James.
Joyce Harp loves the chopper.
Oh, yeah, awesome. I think it's like $15. There's a lot of different companies that sell them. So now we're just going to saute this for 2 to 3 minutes until the vegetables are translucent. And now the recipe calls for 1 clove of garlic, but I thought I would add this instead. I showed you guys this on my last video. I believe it's roasted garlic in a tube, and it is so good. You guys, look, I've already used like half of it. Put it on everything. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon of this. 1 clove equals 1 teaspoon. And I think the roasted aspect is going to give it a nice little depth of flavor. So we just put 1 teaspoon in there. Okay. And then once this is cooking, it's going to take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the potatoes to get tender. I'm going to make a cocktail for you guys. And I'll show you just by switching up a few ingredients. You can actually make like 3 different cocktails.
27 people.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in, you guys. I really appreciate it. And now this next step is optional, but I think it adds a really nice flavor to the chowder. It's dry sherry. Now, there's 2 kinds of sherry. There's sweet sherry and dry sherry. You don't want the sweet. That's like a dessert wine. This is just dry sherry, and it's about 2 ounces. So I'm just going to add that in to here and sort of deglaze the pan with it. And it smells so good. I know.
What's the chopper called again?
Oh, the chopper. It is called? Oh, the Swizz Pros. SWIZZ, and then Pros is PROZZ. Sorry. Okay, this is looking good. So now our next step is we are going to add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour to the pan. And now this is going to make a roux. A roux is just some sort of fat and flour together, and this is what's going to thicken our chowder. And you want to make sure it cooks for at least 1 to 2 minutes to get the raw flour taste out, because if you don't, your soup is not going to taste as good. Oh, what I was going to say, I know in New Orleans, a lot of time they use a lot of sherry. They will put that in their soups and stews. So I think James had a video one time of he was eating turtle soup. Have any of you guys had turtle soup? I personally haven't, but I would be game to try it. And I know they came to the table with his bowl of soup and they poured like a little pitcher over the top, like a little drizzle, and it looked so good. Okay, I'm just gonna try to clean this up a little bit. You guys, it's hard to clean while you're live. Oh, and in case anybody wasn't here last week, I cleaned my potatoes with this Mr. Spud's brush. It works so good, you guys. I mean, look how clean these potatoes came out. And they were kind of dirty, so it works great. It's got these really like hard nylon bristles. And I think it's like $5. I have a link to it on my kitchen gadgets video if you're interested.
Did I already say everything shakes?
No,
yeah.
Hi, Everything Shakes. Welcome. And now we're going to add 2 bay leaves. And this is just going to give it a nice flavor. But now just remember when the soup is done to take the bay leaves out so no one gets like a mouthful of it, because it's not good to eat.
Campbell Holly Queen Slides.
Jessica, hey girl. Thanks for coming in.
I think I already said sweet, savory, gluten-free.
Yeah, I think you did. Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. Okay, and then we are gonna, oh, sorry, I was just gonna wipe this off real quick. We're just gonna use about a teaspoon of chopped fresh thyme. And if you don't have the fresh thyme, you can totally use the dried. I think you would only need a half a teaspoon though, because generally, if it's a fresh herb, you need twice as much as the dried, as a general rule. And thyme, you always find this in chowders. It just gives it a really nice flavor.
How big is the pot you're using?
Oh, this is, I believe it's an 8-quart. It's either 6 or 8-quart, maybe 6-quart. Now this is going to make 6 servings, but if you want to double it, it's so easy to double it. Okay, so just add that in there. All right, this looks like it's good to go. So now we're going to take 2 8-ounce bottles of clam juice and add that to it. Now, if you notice, I haven't had any salt yet because clam juice tends to be salty. So we are going to wait until after the soup is done to test it. Ooh. Okay. And now I have 1.5 pounds of the potatoes, and I'm just going to cut those in small dice. I should have probably done this earlier. Sorry, you guys. You probably don't want to see me dicing potatoes, but I'll try to be fast.
Sweet and savory's got to go.
Okay, bye. Thanks for coming in. trying to think of like what else I can talk about.
You already cleaned your taters?
Yes, I cleaned the potatoes. And now you want them in fairly small chunks because the smaller that you have them, the quicker they're going to cook.
Is that vodka for the soup or?
No, the vodka is for the drink. We are going to, since it's sort of a nautical themed soup, I came up with a nautical themed drink. We're going to be making a sea breeze. Have you guys heard of that before? Probably a lot of you have. It's really a pretty simple drink. It's just vodka, grapefruit juice, which I happen to have a fresh grapefruit, so I squeezed it myself, and cranberry juice, and then you just garnish it with a fresh lime wheel, and it's really refreshing. So we're putting the potatoes in. I wish I had an overhead camera so I could show you guys, but once we added the flour and butter, it's a pretty thick mixture, which is what you want, because nobody wants runny clam chowder, right? Have you ever gone to a restaurant, order it, and it's really thin and like almost just like broth? I don't like that. I like it to be creamy and rich tasting.
The table's a little crooked.
Oh, it's crooked?
So yeah.
Probably because when I was doing the chopper. So did you guys know that there's actually two kinds of clam chowder? There's what they call the New England or Boston clam chowder, and then there is the Manhattan clam chowder, which is a red-based clam chowder. It has like tomatoes and tomato juice, and it's more like a broth, but it's also good too. But definitely the most popular one is the New England. And someday I want to go to New England so I can try like super authentic New England.
What's the one, New England or?
Oh, New England or Manhattan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, a lot of you guys know I live in California, and I live about 45 minutes from San Francisco, and they are very famous for their clam chowder on Fisherman's Wharf. And they always put it in a bread bowl. Well, not always, but that's kind of like...
Well, that's what San Francisco's famous for, is the sourdough.
Yeah, there's sourdough bread, and they put it in a bread bowl. So today I made for you guys a homemade bread bowl. And it's so easy. I didn't, of course, have time to make it from scratch because it has yeast in it. But it's one of those recipes that you don't even have to knead the dough. And from start to finish, it only takes like 3 hours. So it's really good to have.
Sundays with Heart was in Boston, but didn't get the chowder.
Oh, no!
But he did get a lobster roll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I love, lobster rolls. Does everybody like lobster? I love it. But
yeah, but it's like the $20 sandwich.
Right?
25 probably now.
Oh my gosh, we went to a food truck here. Like our town has like a food truck Fridays or something where you can there's like 10 different food trucks all in a circle, and they have all kinds of different food, like Mexican food and I don't know. What other kind of food trucks?
Barbecue.
Gyros, everything. And one of the ones, now this is a little bit thick. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of more water to it, just so it will cook a little bit better. And so one of the things that they had was a lobster truck. So Chris and I were like, oh, we have to get the lobster roll. Because that's perfect. So maybe just like another half a cup of water. We have to get the lobster roll. And so we went up there and we're like getting ready to pay. It was like $28 for 2 lobster rolls. And they weren't even that big, were they, honey?
I think it was one.
No, I think we got two.
I think we only got one lobster roll and like one regular thing.
Yeah, we got a lobster roll and maybe clam chowder. I don't remember, but it was like, what? So expensive. But, you know, lobster is expensive. We have a better place that we like to go. It's about an hour from us. It's in a place called Half Moon Bay, and it's called Sam's Chowder House. And they got voted, like, I don't know, 10 years in a row for the best lobster roll. Oh
like the best sandwich or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the best lobster roll. And
sandwich. It wasn't just lobster roll. It was like the best sandwich in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay. Well, sandwich. But it was delicious. They put it on this, like, buttery, homemade brioche bun. And then they took the big chunks of lobster and then they put melted butter on it.
It's not on a brioche bun.
No, it was on a brioche hot dog bun. Yeah, it was. It was delicious. Okay, now I was just guesstimating about the 1.5 pounds of potatoes. So just from me looking at this is about 1.5 pounds. Now I'm going to put the lid on there so it cooks faster.
VA chick off-road and cooking.
Hi, Carrie. Thanks for coming in.
Cooking with neighbors, did I see that?
No,
okay.
Jerry Ellen. Hey, girl. Both of those people have great channels, so please go and check. Almost everybody in here has such a great channel. So if you see somebody and you don't recognize them, that you subscribe to them, just go and check them out because they all have really great content. And that's what live streams are about, connecting with everybody. So, all right, so now that is cooking. Oh, I just want to show you the bread that I made.
33 people.
So this is what it looks like, you guys. Well, it was super crispy on the bottom, but it's been sitting for a little while, but it's really, really good. And like I said, you don't have to knead the dough. You just mix it all together in a bowl. Let it rise for 2 hours.
That's not sourdough, though.
It's not sourdough. No, it's just a French bread. Someday I will make sourdough, but this is just like a quick, no-knead French bread. And it comes out really good. We love it. And it would make a very good bread bowl. Or you don't even have to put it in a bread bowl. Just, you know, put it in a bowl and slice this up and, like, dip it in the soup, which is actually good, too.
Blue-collar slots got to go back to work.
Who?
Blue-collar slots.
Oh, okay, Matthew. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
City Foodie Farm.
Oh, hi, City Foodie Farm. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so it's 1:30 now. So hopefully in about 10 minutes, the potatoes are going to be.
Susan Felch.
What?
Susan Felch.
Oh, hi, Susan. Okay, so you just want to take a glass with some ice, and we are going to take some vodka.
Treywick made home said you should just do a video on the bread one time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. I can totally do that. So for the recipe, we're going to need 2 ounces of vodka. 4 ounces of cranberry juice. And then 1.5 ounces of grapefruit juice. It could be fresh squeezed or it could just be the kind you buy. And just stir that up. And then the garnish is a lime wheel. This is really refreshing on like a warm day. See, it's a pretty color too, huh? So let's try it.
Nomadic Rat Pack's got to go.
Oh, okay, bye. Thanks for coming in. Really good. Now, if you just took vodka with grapefruit juice, that's called a greyhound. And now if you took the vodka, grapefruit juice, and put salt around the rim of the glass, that's called a greyhound. And now if you just put vodka with cranberry juice, that's called a sea breeze. So see how they're all just slightly different, but they make different drinks. So let's take a look at our soup. Oh, it's boiling away. That's good. And you definitely want to stir it every minute or so because we don't want it to stick to the bottom. It smells good. Really good. And in a couple more minutes, we're going to be adding 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now, I've honestly never made it with like half and half or milk. I always make it with whipping cream, but if you want to like cut the calories a little bit, you could try half and half. It would probably work. But I figure, you know, if you're going to go to all this trouble of making homemade soup, why not just, you know, put the full fat stuff in there? Don't you agree, honey?
Yes. So I haven't put the clams in yet?
No, we don't put the clams in until the very end because these clams are already cooked. So if you put them in right now, they're going to get like little tiny pieces of rubber bands, and that's never good. So we're just going to wait to put those in at the last minute. They take like maybe a minute or two just to heat through. So does anybody have any other questions?
No, we're just saying how we'd rather have beer paired with chowder than.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Beer would work good.
Like an anchor steam.
Yeah, definitely anchor steam. Anchor steam is made close to us, right?
I think it's in San Francisco.
It's like San Francisco, Berkeley area. So yeah. Sue's home kitchen. I think we said hi to her. Oh, hey, Mary at Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. She has a great channel, you guys. Check her out.
Ms. Joanne. I don't think it's it.
Yeah, Lisa's always cooking. Hi, Lisa. She has a great channel too.
Were the clams frozen or?
Yes, the clams were frozen, and I just defrosted them overnight. And some of the pieces were pretty large, so I chopped it up so you don't get like a big piece on your spoon. Unless you like that, of course. I'm going to get a ladle so you can see, hopefully see better.
Cooking with Neighbor says New Brunswick, Canada is the lobster capital. We'll have to go there for vacation.
Yeah, for sure.
When this COVID is over, this channel is going to become a traveling.
Yeah, see, I think I mentioned this on my last live. Half of my videos were supposed to be traveling places and visiting new restaurants and wineries, but, you know, the pandemic put an end to that.
Before it even started.
Yeah. So see, it's quite thick, you guys.
What store did you get the clams?
I got those at Safeway, which I don't know if everybody has a Safeway, but yeah, I was actually surprised to see them. I was just like over by the meat department, and I looked in the frozen like seafood case, and I'm like, oh my gosh, awesome!
Charge up time.
What?
Nothing.
Oh. You know, I'm just gonna taste one of these potatoes and see how it's going. And now it suggests in the cookbook that you can even make this the day before and eat it the next day, and it will taste even better. But don't you find that about leftovers anyway? It always tastes better the next day. Now, here's a little embarrassing fact about me. When Chris, we've been together 16 years, I believe. And back then, I had a little addiction to cookbooks. Anytime I would see a garage sale or just anyone selling cookbooks, I would be like, I have to have that. So I ended up with probably 400 cookbooks. And it just got really, really out of hand. But then once the internet came about, I kind of didn't use them that much because if I wanted a recipe, I would just look online. So one day it was really hard for me, but I just picked like 20 cookbooks that were my favorite. And then I just donated all the rest to our little local library. And I swear, like they had double the cooking section after I did that.
Plus we moved like 3 times.
Yeah, plus we moved like 3 or 4 times. And I didn't want to haul those things every time that we moved. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to try one. No, it's going to need another minute or 2. Sorry.
28 watchers.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Primal Cajun.
Hi, Robert. Nice to see you in here. Thanks for coming by.
He's cooking with, I can't read it, pork estofado. I don't know what that is. For dinner.
Oh, I don't know either, but whatever he's cooking, it's good. Trust me. He lives in Louisiana, and he makes authentic Cajun food. So if you guys are not subscribed to him, I would highly recommend that you go over there.
How's that drink?
Yeah, let's try it again. It's still good. Now, at the very end, we're just going to put in 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley. So we'll just chop that up while we're waiting.
Do that.
Okay. And now a little trick that I use when I chop my parsley is I kind of put it all in a ball like this, and then I just chop it. And then anything I missed, I just go back and give it another chop. And it works really good. Now, could you use dried parsley? Sure, but it just doesn't have the same flavor as me. Okay. Hi, kitchen queers. Hey, Mama Ray Ray in the kitchen. Chris is slacking here. He's not saying here in the comment in the chat. Oh my gosh. He went out to the refrigerator in our garage to get some beer.
So this clam chowder.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That's his favorite. Is it
This one's Sam
Adams?
Adams or Anchor Steam.
Yeah, those are his 2 favorites. Sam Adams or Anchor Steam. I mean, really, there's not too many beers he doesn't like, would you say?
I'm kind of over all the IPAs.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't really like the really bitter IPAs like Sierra Nevada. He used to like them, but...
Well, I like Guinness.
Oh, yeah. You guys like the really dark, stout, like Guinnesses? I do not like those at all, but he does. And we definitely want some fresh ground pepper. Now, we're not sure about the salt yet because, like I told you, the clam juice has a lot of sodium in it. So we're just going to do however much ground black pepper you like. Probably like, I don't know, 10 churns or so. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, you guys.
Nomadic Rat Pack says, remember to turn the stream off this time.
Yeah, right?
That's stupid StreamYard.
Yeah, you guys, that was such a rookie move. It was our first time using StreamYard, so we weren't sure like how to shut everything off.
Well, you think when you hit the button that says stop streaming, it would stop.
Yeah, you would think if it says stop streaming, it would stop streaming, but no, you have to also go into YouTube and turn it off that way too. So yeah, we won't be doing that again. Not that I said anything horrible, but it was just kind of embarrassing. Even my mom texted me. She's like, you know you're still on camera, right? I'm like, no.
Didn't know your mom was watching.
Yeah, my mom was watching, but she wasn't commenting in here. Hey Brandon, thanks for coming in. Yeah, my parents, they live in Mexico for half the year. So they're in Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta right now. But they're coming home March 16th for like 4 days so they can get their COVID shots and some other things I have to do. So it will be nice to see them because I haven't seen them since December. And they, when they're here living, they live about an hour from us in Napa Valley. That's where I grew up. So it's a really beautiful place to live. It's really expensive, but it's nice. Okay, so now that our potatoes are pretty much tender, we are going to add our 1.5 cups of heavy cream. And now you want to turn the heat down a little bit because we don't want it to be like a rapid boil or the cream could separate. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I do the little trick where I just put a tiny bit of water in here so that I can get all the cream out. And you can do this with any kind of stuff, with spaghetti sauce or ketchup. Or I was babysitting my grandkids last month, and my 5-year-old grandson, Caleb, he is like addicted to ketchup. Like he has to have that stuff on everything. And my son and daughter-in-law had gone out for the evening, so they had a little break. And I was feeding them chicken strips and French fries. And I looked in the refrigerator, and there was like just the tiniest bit of ketchup, and like total panic set in. I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna have a fit. There's hardly any ketchup." So I took the bottle and I added a little water and I shook it up as hard as I could. So it was like really thin ketchup, but luckily he still ate it. And I looked through all the different cupboards and everything. Do you think I could find any ketchup? No. And then I didn't want to call them in the middle of their nice dinner. Oh, excuse me, do you have like a new bottle of ketchup? So I just, we made do. And then when they got home, I was like, did you happen to have any ketchup in anywhere? And they're like, oh yeah, it's right here. And then I looked, she opened the one cupboard that I didn't think that it would be in. It was in there. So, okay, now we will add our clams. Oh my gosh, you guys, this looks so good here. Can you see that? Can you see that, honey?
It's a delay. Such a delay.
Okay. Well, trust me, it looks really good.
Okay, here we go. Yes, I can see it.
Okay. We need an overhead camera.
Well, I don't know how to do two cameras.
Yeah, no, we're going to try to figure out how to get like a second camera over here so you guys can see like what's inside the pot.
I'm not moving the camera. Last time it.
Oh, yeah. The last time, the last live stream, we moved the camera. It was not good.
You won't believe how many wires are coming out of this camera.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you guys. There's wires everywhere here. Light wires, camera wires. Crazy.
Microphone.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to add the fresh parsley.
You've been going for 48 minutes.
Okay, well, it's almost done. Thanks, everybody, for still hanging in here. I appreciate it. I was going to make a little dessert, too, but I don't think we're going to have time now. But I will tell you what it is so that you can make it. Okay, now I'm just going to taste this to see if I need to add any salts. Yeah, I do, actually. And now I'm going to use Old Bay seasoning.
You sure it's not the spicy Old Bay?
Yeah, right? We have two different kinds. We have the regular and the spicy. This is just the regular. So I don't know, maybe like a half a teaspoon. I'll taste it again. But if I'm making something with seafood, I like to use this as opposed to just regular salt because I think it gives it a better flavor. Now, I think this is the perfect amount of thickness. I mean, it's definitely creamy, but it's not super thick. So I think it came out really good. Okay, I'm not going to double dip. Oh yeah, that's good. I'd say like a half a teaspoon. But no, it's also going to depend on how salty your broth is or your clam. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so now I'm just going to give this another couple minutes to thicken up a little bit because the longer it simmers, it's going to start getting thicker. But like I said, you don't want to boil it. Just simmer it.
Flour, eggs, and yeast says hi.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Cam, if you're watching, because they have the best channel. Go check them out. Okay, I'm just going to rinse this off really quick. I need a bigger table. I think I've told you guys we're moving soon, so we are going to have a big island. It's going to be awesome. It's going to change the whole vibe of the video.
We're going to a smaller house.
No, we're moving to a bigger house.
Can't get a smaller kitchen.
Definitely you can't get smaller than this.
The appliances are good, but it's small.
Yeah, we have great appliances. Okay, so I'm just going to describe to you what I was going to make, okay? Now, have you guys ever seen these? They're mini phyllo shells. You can get them where the frozen pie crust is and the ice cream is in the grocery store. And there's 15 to a package. And they're just really thin little tart shells. So what I was going to do was make mini cheesecakes. And all it is, I will put the recipe in the link.
Maybe make a separate video.
Oh, yeah, or I'll make a separate video. It's 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, a teaspoon of flour, 3 teaspoons of sugar, some vanilla, an egg, and that's it. You just mix it up. And then, here, I'll show you guys what these look like. Let me, I don't want my soup to burn. These are great for not only desserts, but appetizers. You can put like cheese in them and top them with little pieces of olive or whatever you like. They're really nice. And these are already cooked. So you're basically just like heating them up in the oven. Yeah. See, they come in a little tray with plastic wrap. They're just like little mini crispy tart shells. And then all you do is you mix up your cream cheese mixture, put a teaspoon in each one, and bake it for like 10 minutes. I believe it was 350. But like I said, I'll either make a video or put the recipe in the description box. And then when you're done, you top each one with like pieces of fresh fruit, like blueberry or raspberries, or you can top it with chocolate sauce, whipped cream, whatever you want. And they're like 2-bite little mini cheesecakes, and they're so good. So that's what I was going to make for you guys, but maybe I'll make it next time. Speaking of next week, I'm going to tell you guys what we're going to make. So see, I have another bread loaf that I made a bread bowl out of. I just cut the top off and scooped out the inside. So that's all there is to that. And like I said, you don't have to put it in a bread bowl. I just thought it would look nicer. And the great thing is you can, here's the leftover bread that was in the bread bowl. So then you can just dip it into the soup.
Did you buy those little crackers?
Oh, yes. Or if you're not going to use bread, definitely oyster crackers is the way to
Yeah,
go.
oyster crackers.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a no.
No, I did not buy oyster crackers, but I would, if I wasn't, having bread, I would probably put crackers in it, but I don't know, that's a lot of carbs. but it is very traditional to use oyster crackers. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this inside so you can see.
How about, I think these are new, cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline.
No, I said hi.
Okay.
Hi, Stephen and Jacqueline. It's surprising how much this thing actually holds.
Well, then it's going to soak up a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I generally don't like to put it in a bread bowl, because it kind of makes the bread mushy after a while, but that's how they do it in San Francisco. So, honey, can you hold this up to the camera?
No. 1 second. I'm getting late.
Oh, he's getting a late for the camera. And if you want, you can just kind of put the lid on the side, but that's it, guys.
Do we?
And now next week.
Or take the cap off.
Yeah.
Let
me see if I can see it.
Can't tilt it. It's overflowing.
Okay. Hold it up a little higher. I think you guys can kind of see it, right? Hey, Stephanie, thanks for coming in. Hey, Marcel. Oh, yeah, you can see it now. It's not super bright, but. Oh, it's dark now.
Yeah, I know what happened there.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's not do that.
There.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right.
Spilling.
Okay. Okay, you guys can see that, right? Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. I know. Sorry, but I wanted them to see it. Okay. So that's how I make my clam chowder, you guys. And now next week, we are going to be making.
Let me get the camera back.
Oh, okay. We are going to be making something called okonomiyaki, and that is a Japanese pancake. It's a savory pancake. They sometimes call it Japanese pizza. It's like a really popular street food. Now, I know a lot of you know this, but Chris is Japanese, so he introduced me to a lot of Japanese foods, and that is one of his favorites. And it's a really, really yummy thing. You can make it for. Did you eat it for breakfast?
I don't know.
Yeah, and it's mostly for like a snack or dinner time, but it's really good. It's got all these amazing flavors to it, so that is going to be fun to make. And it has
Vegas Pete. Is he?
Oh no! Hey, Vegas Pete, how are you? So I hope you guys are going to try this soup, and the cocktail is good too. And I thank everybody for coming today. I hope I didn't miss anybody, or we didn't miss anybody. If we did, I'm sorry. Thank you for being here. And how long have we been on?
1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Okay, perfect. We timed that good. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. I so appreciate you. You have no idea. I'm still working on my watch hours, so if anybody has time and wants to run my playlist, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it. So we will be here at the same time next Tuesday, unless something crazy happens, which I don't really think so, right, honey?
I don't know. I haven't even looked at my schedule.
Oh no.
I'm not going to be able to do every Tuesday.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. We're not going to be able to do every single Tuesday because Chris's schedule changes every week. So sometimes it doesn't work out, but don't worry. I'll post it a couple days in advance if it's not next Tuesday. So I want to thank you guys for being here, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we will see you next week. Say bye, honey.
Okay, bye. It'll take me a minute to turn this off, probably.
Yeah, and we'll hopefully turn it off right this time.